The US has the most powerful military on earth, and with that comes the largest defense budget. The US spends almost $1 trillion on defense. That's more than the next 9 countries combined. So here's a question. Who is cashing in on all this money? Is it the soldiers on the front lines or the veterans who return home? We can tell you it's neither of them. The answer is private military contractors. They are the biggest winners. They get the fattest paychecks. Look at this report. It is by an American think tank called the Quincy Institute for Responsible Statecraft. It talks about the cost of war. It has gathered data from the year 2020 to 2024. In these 4 years, 2020 to 2024, the Pentagon, that is the US Defense Ministry, spent around $4.4 trillion. $4.4 trillion in 4 years, that was their defense spending. And guess what? 54% of that money went to private firms. 54%. More than half the budget. That's $2.4 trillion went to private firms. So private firms and contractors got more than half of the US defense budget. In the top 5 are some familiar names. Number 1 is Lockheed Martin. It got around $313 billion. Then there's RTX, formerly known as Raytheon. It received $145 billion. On third place is Boeing with $115 billion. Fourth is General Dynamics. They got around $116 billion. And finally, there is Northrop Grumman. It received around $81 billion. If you add all of that up, you get $771 billion. That is just for 5 private companies, $771 billion from 2020 to 2024. And mind you, this is not new. This is America's military-industrial complex. It's a public-private partnership to wage wars. This partnership is older than the country itself. In the 18th century, during the Revolutionary War, private merchants supplied boots and bullets. By the time they came to the Civil War in the 19th century, vendors followed troops. They carried wagons full of goods. Fast forward to the 20th century, and you had private companies doing everything. They built planes during the Second World War. They ferried troops during the Vietnam War. They maintained radar systems during the Cold War. But after 9/11, the Pentagon really hit the gas. They pulled out the corporate Rolodex. Need fuel in Baghdad? Call Halliburton. Need a base in Kandahar? KBR's got it. Need security for diplomats in a war zone? Blackwater is already in a convoy. During the Iraq War, there were more private contractors than US troops on the ground. And they